Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It is Thursday, November 24th. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. This is going to be a very, very quick podcast episode that Mark and I decided to do as just taking a moment to breathe. So, hello, Mark.
Hello, Jill. I think we did this last year too. So this is our...
We did? I can't even remember.
Yeah, this is our second year where it's just the two of us. A tradition, 2 years in.
Yes, exactly. A third time would be a charm, I guess. So it's been a really bad year for investors. You said something funny to me recently. You're like, you've had a bad year. And I was like, no, I had a really good first 7 months of the year. The first 7 months of the year were very good.
Yeah, and since then, it's been nothing but downhill.
It's been bad few months here. But I'm going to start by saying I am so thankful for the people around me. You know, I have a very dear friend who is at the end of her life right now, and she is dying. And, you know, you really get down to the inner circle when this is going on. And what I am grateful for is that inner circle, that the people who are around me and love me and that I can be there for and they can be there for me. That is all I care about. I don't really care about money, and I love all of you, and I want to help you with your money. But, you know, that moment where you're holding your friend's hand and she knows she's dying and you know she's dying, that is a little bit different than saying, should I convert to a Roth IRA or not?
Puts things in perspective, does it?
Kind of does. When your friend's wife says, can you please call this cremation place because I cannot make that call. That was what I did yesterday, Mark. That's what I did yesterday. And so, you know, I am grateful to have the friends that I have. My inner circle is beyond phenomenal, beyond. And so I'm thankful for the inner circle. And you know who's in the inner circle? Mark Talercio.
Woohoo!
You made it. You made it. It was close. I wasn't sure whether I was going to include you, but you're definitely in it. There's very few people who know me as well as you do, but there's a good 4 or 5 people in that inner circle. I mean, excluding my sister, obviously, but who's always there. She's the inner. You know, and of course, when I started crying last night when I was with my friend, is that when I saw her sister take her hand, that's where I'm shattered. The sister relationships, that just gets me. So anyway, I hate to bring you down, guys, but be thankful. There's a reason why we say do something nice for someone else. You don't know what other people are going through. You guys probably didn't even know that this is what we were going through here in my family. So anyway, thanks for that. When you're up next, bring us a little bit more upbeat, Mark.
Oh boy, that's a tough one to follow.
Yeah, right. Hey, great. End of life, Jill. Thanks for starting us out on a good foot. At least I have a sense of humor about it. I mean, you cannot get away from my sense of humor, even in death, I'm sorry to say.
Very dark sense of humor sometimes.
I know.
You know, I very much believe less is more, so also a small, close-knit circle on my end as well, probably smaller than yours, hard to believe. So I'm very thankful for them, and Amanda, and Theo, and Jill, and Jackie, and that's kind of the extent of that.
No, what about those boys? They're very close to you.
Oh, yes. Charles and Hassan are 2 close friends in the neighborhood. They're in Arizona right now for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's nice.
And of course, the Jill on Money community.
It's amazing, right?
Without the community, we wouldn't be doing this, or we would still be staging calls like we did 12 years ago.
Gang, we launched a radio show in what year? 2011?
2011, January.
Okay, January of 2011, we finally convinced CBS Radio to help us launch a radio show. And we had nobody knew to call. So we actually had our friends call. Who was the first call? Do you remember?
I don't know who was the first call, but I mean, for several weeks there, I was leaning on all the people I knew, friends, family, trying to just get them come on as callers.
Now, hence all the decade plus or 12 years plus, now we have people lining up to come on the air, and we are grateful. And it is a special community. I mean, I'm not kidding when I tell you that I was able to write a book based on the calls that came in over the last few years and over the last decade. It was a book that flowed very naturally because it was your stories that really inspired me. And that's what's kind of cool. So very, very grateful for that. And also, listen, I am grateful that, just in general, that like I can't believe that they pay me to do this job, Mark. I got to be honest with you. Shh.
Shh.
I was telling Mark before we came on the air, we're recording this on Tuesday, that over the weekend, there was a promotion that played on the CBS network, on the television network. And my mother had called me up and said to me, "What's this thing on TV that I saw you on?" I'm like, "I have no idea." And then my friend, my producer at CBS Mornings, fabulous producer Samantha, the platinum producer extraordinaire, says to me, "Did you see yourself on a promo?" And I'm in the promo, which is kind of cool. But I can't believe it, Mark. Someone's going to catch on to the fact I have too much fun in my job. But anyway, it's kind of cool. Also, I want to be thankful for the fact that for the first 10 weeks of the football season, I cared about the Jets, and now I can stop caring.
Yeah, it's not trending in the right direction.
Yeah, exactly.
Although this Thanksgiving, there's 3 good games, which usually you don't get on Thanksgiving, but this year 3 good games to watch if you're into such a thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be. I probably will watch. I don't know. We'll see. JB and Nate, two of the co-hosts of the CBS NFL show, I literally wrote 4:06 right after the Jets lost. I texted both of them. I wrote, "Really? This is how they break Jets fans' hearts." And then I wrote, #bitter Jill swallows bitter pill.
Only the Jets could lose in, in such a way.
In the last 17 seconds. And Nate writes back, "Rough loss." And then JB wrote something funny. And I said, "I'm eating a lot of carbs tonight to soothe my anxiety." JB's like, "Don't do that. Nate's trying to talk me out of going to get liposuction. I'm doing the same." These are my guys. And, I love those. I love being diversions are great. Football is great. Sports are great. But thanks for breaking my heart. But it's like par for the course right now for 2022 in November.
Speaking of sports, do you care at all about the World Cup?
Not at all. Not at all. First of all, they lost me at like, "Oh, we're going to do this in Qatar or Qatar," because I can't pronounce it. I don't know which way to pronounce it. I played soccer in college. I could care less.
I'm sure I'll offend some people listening out there, but the 3 most corrupt organizations in the world, in no particular order.
Okay, let's hear it.
FIFA.
Yes.
The Olympic Committee.
Yes.
And the Catholic Church.
Oh, I like that. And let's just say, let's not call out the Catholic Church. Let's do that. Many organized religions, I would say.
I'm sure they're not alone, but they're the ones that stick out in my mind.
Did you see the thing I just sent you, which I never send you? This is a meme that I sent you, and it says, it's a little cat. And the cat says, "This month I'm doing a challenge called November. It's where I try to make it through every day of November." That's kind of how I feel. Oh, gosh. Anyway, we are grateful for you. I am grateful for all of my friends and my family. And I'm more grateful to you if you pre-order my book. Let me be clear about that. Mark, I have to get an update from the publisher. And I'm grateful for all the people who really do support us and cheerlead for us and tell other people about the program. We are a very rare breed. In the last couple of weeks, we've had people who call and say, "I listened to this other person." And they mention the person. I, of course, make Mark try to edit that out because I don't like anyone else mentioned on our program because I have a massive ego. But many of the other people that they are mentioning have a particular style that's kind of a shaming style. And I hate that. I really do hate that. So what I am grateful for is that this is a place where we have some fun. We might make fun of you if we think you can take it, but mostly we're just there for you. Like, we're part of your team. We want you to do what you want to do. And that's what this program is about. It is you. Sometimes we have a great guest, and sometimes we just go on a real long time talking to you and hearing your story. And some of you might react to that, and that might nudge you into making your own story available for us. Whatever it is, we are so grateful for that. And I'm mostly thankful on this Thanksgiving that I do not have to cook a turkey.
Me either. Just popping that confit turkey leg in the oven and getting it nice and crisp.
I tell you, it's going to be a beautiful thing. All right, so that's it. That's the program, gang. So go ahead, have a great Thanksgiving, watch some great football. Don't eat too much because you're going to feel like awful. Don't get yourself to the point of feeling awful, but do eat a lot and have fun and carb up. That's what I'm all about. I'm going to carb up. So I want to remind you to please do something nice for someone else today. It could be someone in your family. It could be something really other, like worldly, like, oh my God, you're going to let somebody go in front of you. It was your last minute at the grocery store. Just let that person go and say, oh my God, the person's going to be so happy. Please do something nice for someone else today. Grit, growth, grace. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. And thank you for listening. We'll talk to you tomorrow.